Whoa! What are you doing in my closet? This is my You know what? It doesn't matter. While you're here, I do have a question for you though. So what happens when you take one of the biggest video game franchises in the entire world, and then you put it on the biggest gaming platform in the world? COD Mobile. COD Mobile is what you get. But I have an even crazier idea. Ding. What if you take the team behind COD Mobile and you give them the most explosive COD of all time in Warzone? I think it's pretty obvious. You have Warzone Mobile. So now really quickly, I want to go ahead and talk about why I think Warzone Mobile is going to be the biggest mobile game in the world. Now, before I got to go to London and actually test Warzone Mobile with tons of the world's biggest creators, Warzone Mobile has been highly anticipated. I mean, I made a video showing how to play Warzone Mobile when it was just me doing cloud gaming, and that video alone got over 1 million views. So I think it goes without saying Warzone Mobile already has a ton of hype. Now, obviously, most of that hype comes off of the back of mainline actual Warzone, and I mean, that's because the game blew up when it first came out. I was playing it like crazy. I mean, there was a period of time where I was streaming Warzone on PC for like 5 to 6 hours a day, and I was a mobile streamer. I still am. And the place where I had all of this fun was Verdansk. Everyone knows Verdansk. Oh my god. It didn't break. So on December 8th, 2021, when Vanguard actually integrated with Warzone, obviously Verdansk was replaced by Caldera, which, you know, has been controversial, to say the least. So obviously a lot of people like Caldera, but I just personally stopped playing after that map came out. But now Warzone Mobile actually brings back Verdansk, giving the old players the satisfaction of playing Warzone on the extremely familiar and somehow nostalgic map, as well as obviously giving the new players the ability to have a gaming experience they simply couldn't have without Warzone Mobile. Oh, and speaking of new players too, in Western society, it's just always been so hard to really find a foothold in the mobile battle royale or mobile shooter audience, which in my eyes is because of two major things. The first is that more people on average just have a gaming PC or console in most Western societies, and so obviously mobile gaming just feels unnecessary to those people. And also number two, a stigma still exists over mobile gaming that it can't be competitive or similar to any genuine gaming experience because it's you know, a high bot count, the controls aren't there, people just can't get behind a touchscreen. But finally, Warzone Mobile does offer a necessary utility to PC and console players, and that is cross progression. So Warzone Mobile is going to have the ability to account link with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0, and I know what a lot of you are thinking, no, that's not crossplay. What cross progression actually means is that there's multiple forms of progress shared between your mainline COD account as well as your Warzone Mobile account, such as completionist camos and their progress, and also weapons and Battle Pass XP. What this now means is that mainline COD players have a huge incentivization to download the game as they have the ability to progress their primary COD accounts from the comfort of, well, pretty much anywhere I've been in this video. Which matter of fact brings me to my next point. Okay, so this one might be kind of obvious to the fellow toilet seat gaming enthusiasts, but for those of you that haven't considered it, Warzone Mobile, or really any mobile game for that matter, has the obvious benefit over console and PC gaming of being able to be played anywhere. And when I say anywhere, I pretty much mean anywhere. And obviously when traveling, you don't always have time to commit to a full battle royale game, but luckily, Warzone Mobile has a multiplayer. I was just trying to set up the lights outside to record this next segment, and look at this. Look at this. I ripped my pants. So obviously when I say multiplayer, you could say the Battle Royale is a multiplayer, because it is, but when you talk about COD multiplayer, you're talking about a specific playlist of modes. Currently inside of Warzone Mobile, there is TDM and Domination. Currently, both modes are a 6v6, and there is only 2 maps, and both spots are spots that are on the Verdansk map, being TV Station and Scrapyard. But this multiplayer just gives another incentivization for mainline players to come on, because they can grind their camos and their weapon progress quick with the multiplayer. And especially when you consider the stigma of mobile games being full of bots, why wouldn't players hop on and grind camos faster by killing bots? I'll tell you why. Mobile battle royales, and kind of battle royales in general, have had a huge issue with bots forever. Although I could go on for hours talking about how bots ruin mobile games, the thing is, they are a necessary evil. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, and it doesn't apply to you, because if you're this far in the video, you clearly have a better attention span than most people. But again, people's attention spans are very short, and they get even shorter when it's a mobile device in their hand. So with every single app on our phone competing for our attention, not just games, literally every single app, mobile games can't afford to have long queue times. They just they can't. And especially in regions with low player counts, like I said before, in the West, North America, Europe, at least low compared to Eastern countries like India and the Philippines. But in these low density areas, filling up lobbies with triple digit player counts in a fast time has always been extremely difficult. And the solution for that obviously is bots. It's really the only solution that mobile gaming has had so far. Warzone Mobile and the team behind it has made it very clear that their goal is to make the game the most competitive battle royale experience on mobile that they can. Now that doesn't mean no bots in the game, like bots won't even be programmed into it. They understand, again, that they're necessary, but they're taking every single step that they can to minimize the amount of bots, and that's something we haven't heard from a mobile BR yet, and is very promising to me. And they also absolutely have all the resources at their disposal to make it a possibility, including access to creators like us that can give feedback on some potential solutions, which I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about one that I have that I think would do really well. Which, matter of fact, I want to talk about really quickly how they handled feedback, because I, as a creator, was extremely impressed. And to do that, I think maybe we go ahead and leave the car. So as I've mentioned a couple times already, last week Warzone Mobile did fly me and a bunch of other creators as well to London to actually test out the game and give direct feedback to not only just people that work for Warzone Mobile, but the actual like developers, the people that are working on this very specifically, know all their stuff. It was awesome. In fact, they actually set up 3 different meetings with developers and different creator groups for everyone to give their feedback directly to the developers, and again as a group, and kind of bounce stuff off of each other, which again I'm very impressed by that. And as are the dogs, very impressed. Right, Tommy? Very cool. Now, I could make an entire video talking about all the feedback that we gave them and all the feedback that, you know, we got back from them. Like, again, there could be an entire video just talking about all that alone. But to close out this video, I do want to give my final piece of feedback that I think is the most valuable or the most important thing that needs to happen for Warzone Mobile to succeed and be the biggest game in the world. And that, my friends, is optimization. Now here's the thing, Verdansk is a big map and Warzone Mobile is gonna be a big game. That's just how it goes, it's gonna happen. And the trend that we've seen so far in mobile gaming is that no matter how good your game is, games that run on lower spec devices will always perform better. Like, you could have an amazing looking game that is just the perfect game on a brand new device, but it will not have the same kind of player base and revenue and success as a game that can run on a 10-year-old smartphone. But after having the opportunity to play Warzone Mobile in the very first alpha where they released, and then also being able to play the most recent version at the Global Summit, I will say the strides that they've made so far in optimization has been tremendous. The game looks amazing already. It runs way better than it did at COD Next. And from what I understand, they still have more they can do with it. Like, they can push the minimum specs further. They can make it look better for newer devices as well. I still think they have a lot of optimization to go, but I, again, am really happy to see the progress that they've made so far, and also the understanding that they have for how important optimization and min spec is. When you have a team that has run COD Mobile for as long as they have, and they understand these trends in devices and demographics and all that, and a lot of the people on the team have been doing mobile gaming stuff for almost a decade, they tend to know what they're looking for. So that is it. Warzone Mobile is releasing in 2023. If I had to give my best guess, this is completely a shot in the dark. Warzone Mobile's not confirming this. I would guess probably in Q2 of 2023. But my question to you guys is, do you believe Warzone Mobile has the capability to be the biggest game in the world, or more specifically, the biggest mobile game in the world? And what does it need to do to get there? Let me know down below in the comments. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. Very much a different video than what I normally do, but I really enjoyed making it. Super fun to do unique stuff like this. And yeah, make sure to drop a like and a sub down below if you want to see more of it. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.